the issue.
Because men are not complicated or difficult to please. That's women. Men are not sold nor do they buy into these unrealistic and idealistic, fallacious ideas of romantic love, such as soulmates and the one. That's women. Cliches such as happy wife, happy life, and the woman is always right does not exist for men. That's women. A man's feelings aren't conveyed to be the focal point of a relationship, nor is the relationship satisfaction and longevity predicated upon a man's feelings. That's women. Men are not the ones you have to simp and pander to in order to please them. That's women. Men are not the ones who say they want one thing and then end up with the other. That's women. Men are not the ones who struggle to operate within the confinements of reality or hold themselves accountable when things go wrong in the relationship. That's women. Men are not the ones who develop these entitled, spoiled, I'm always right no matter what because my feelings said so attitude. That's women. Men are not the ones who struggle with pettiness, spitefulness, and passive aggressiveness. That's women. Depicted as innocent angels in the media. That's women. Pick the wrong men and then complain that no good men exist. That's women. Unrealistic expectations, unreasonable standards, and shitty selectivity. That's women.
So this all bottoms down to one thing. Ladies, you are totally aware that you have these issues. When you look at men as being the problem, of course, you thinking that we are the problem actually proves virtually everything he just said. Women are always going to blame men for their unhappiness, but they, as women, are responsible for their own happiness. But for some reason, I don't know if it's Disney or whoever, somebody taught you that we as men are responsible for your happiness, which makes absolutely no sense. But if we go deeper into this, who's the problem and who's not the problem, we all are the problem, of course. But your problem as a woman is not because of us. Your problem actually stems from your mother and your traumatic upbringing. Somebody in my comments yesterday was saying, I didn't deal with any childhood trauma. The people that put me through all the trauma was men. And I just simply replied back, you're lying to yourself. We all have a certain amount of childhood trauma. Keyword, childhood trauma. Your childhood trauma came from your childhood. So y'all can run around saying we're the problem all you want to, but you're lying to yourself. But like I said, let's go a little deeper. Look at things from a societal or economic standpoint. Men, to a high degree, are consumers of women. We are the main people who have the money, who have the resources, who run the world, and we choose you as a woman to be with. When it comes to women, we are the consumers, and you are in some type of roundabout way what we are consuming. So there's a supply and demand issue. There's not only more women than there are men, but there are more easy, traumatized women than they are emotionally stable, healed women with standards and requirements. So with all that being said, what is the number one thing the typical man wants from a woman? Well, her level of easiness. So we're over here instead of over here where the majority of the women are, the traumatized, easy women. So when we're looking for convenience, that's where we're going to actually go. Now, women are the ones that say we are the problem and we are the reason why women aren't getting married. Well, at the end of the day, if there were less convenient women we could just, run through and go about our business, guess what? From a supply and demand standpoint, the demand for what we actually want becomes higher. So now we're over here with women looking to marry them, settle down with them, because now, just in this example, there will be more women who have standards and requirements and aren't necessarily looking to just be easy and be doormats to men. Well, then we would be over here marrying y'all. So how are we the problem when we are just simply the consumers of commodities? And you are, of course, more than a commodity, but a commodity to say the least. And if there are more cheap products versus expensive products, we're always going to go towards the cheap product. We're just simply consumers. It's up to you to set the marketplace. So all you have to do as an individual is put yourself over here instead of over here, and you'll find and attract a better man. Because do you think Porsche, Maybach, Ferrari, Lamborghini is actually having a problem selling their products? No, absolutely not. And men, not women, men will pay top dollar for a Lamborghini, Maybach, Ferrari, or Porsche with no problem. So with all that being said, it's up to you to put yourself in either this category of easy women or this category of women that actually have standards and requirements. So you can sit back and whine and blame us all you want to, but at the end of the day, nobody blames a Hyundai for being a Hyundai versus a Maybach being a Maybach. No, one is one and the other is the other. So if you're out here being a Hyundai versus being a Porsche or a Lamborghini, that's up to you. The market is the market. And you can't blame the market when you are potentially the product. Be a better product or commodity, or stop complaining. The choice is yours.